The Chicago Bears knew they needed to upgrade the defensive trenches after last year being ranked last in the NFL on all defensive lineman categories. And Ryan Poles has absolutely addressed that this offseason. And there's a guy that the Chicago Bears signed over this past weekend that I think is going to be a backfield machine and has a very legitimate shot at making this roster. Undrafted free agent D'Anthony Jones from the University of Houston is someone I am super pumped about. A very slim, athletic defensive lineman could make huge problems for opposing offenses. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to this episode of Just Another Year Chicago. My name is Nick Rohde. Thank you, as always, for tuning in. I am going to do a deeper dive into Jones and why I think he fits very well into this defense, and also why he has a very legitimate shot at making the roster. Please like this video if you agree with the content, but your thoughts in the comment section below about D'Anthony Jones. And if you don't mind, and if you haven't already, hit the subscribe button. I have some big news coming out in the next couple weeks. Things are getting finalized right now, but you guys aren't going to want to miss it. It's a super exciting opportunity, and if it wasn't for your guys' support, it wouldn't be happening. So thank you for that, but stay tuned. Also, we got a new logo. Make sure you go to our community page, see if you like that logo, and we're going to be dropping merch in the next couple of months here, and I hope that you guys take some in. So let's go into D'Anthony Jones. The 6'2", 270-pound defensive lineman is not the biggest guy on the field, but his stats back it up. An arm length of 31 7/8 inches, a 9 5/8 is hand size, pretty big hands, absolute mitts, a 5.15 40 time according to the NFL.com. But don't worry about that too much. He's a defensive lineman. He doesn't need a lot of speed. At 29-inch vertical, not the best. He's not blocking passes, but that's okay. And I will get back to that in a little bit. He bench pressed 225 pounds 23 times in a row. He was one of the higher defensive linemen from this draft. And again, I am shocked with how physically gifted this guy is and his ability and strength that he dropped and was an undrafted rookie free agent. Ryan Poles does love his athletic guys. We all know that. And this guy clearly backs that up and also uses it to the best visibility. In 13 games last season as a senior, he had 39 total tackles, which is a ton for a defensive lineman, 28 of them being solo, 13 and a half tackles for loss. So literally 1/3 of his tackles were tackles for loss. 8 sacks for a defensive lineman and 5 forced fumbles. I don't understand how this guy didn't even get drafted in the later rounds. I mean, he is an absolute freak. He's a machine at making things happen, and the Bears definitely need his help. According to NFL Draft Buzz, let's get a little bit into maybe why. He was a 75 grade overall, but he went up 5 points after the combine. He was number 52nd ranked defensive lineman in the 2023 NFL Draft, according to them. His tackling, pass rush, and run defense were all 71 out of 100, which is pretty darn good. And you could say goodnight to your running back. You can say goodnight to your quarterback because this guy is an absolute machine. But his size does hurt him. 6'2", 270. He's very light, but that's what Ryan Poles wants. And where his strengths come in is that his motor is out of this world. He is always on the field. He's always tiring out, whether it be interior or exterior offensive lineman. And he is definitely somebody that could bring an impact to this defense. He can also play defensive edge and defensive lineman, a versatile player that can trick up offenses. You're not sure where he's going to go, and he's going to go to the weakest link and be able to have effective stats. He never takes his eye off the ball either. He has a knack for going after it and is great at stopping anybody that gets in his way. And I really like that about him, as we had a ton of running backs run over our defensive lineman last year, but this guy's not going to allow that. He's also super fast off the snap, which helps him with that tackle for loss and sack category. But overall, he's an absolute machine, and he's going to chew up offenses. I am super excited about this guy. I really hope he makes the roster because I think that he's going to be that sleeper that really helps his team out. But put your thoughts in the comment section below about what you guys think. And also shout out to Drunk Ryan Poles for the awesome hat. You can go to his link in the description. They're really awesome. Nice trucker hat deal. You know, good background, good logo on the front. You definitely want to go out and get one. But with that, thank you very much for joining this episode of Just Another Year Chicago. My name is Nick Rohde, and we'll see you guys next time.